Okay. So anyway, we're back. Okay. Now we're gonna go on low level, chapter 2. Okay. Now we're back at the beginning.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, we're glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure?
The hell?
Alex!
And he's running away like a coward.
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Okay, now we're back.
Fine, just take it easy.
I'm allergic to sirens. We gotta get moving.
Shut up, okay? Yo!
Throwing grenades? Good idea. Okay, now we're getting the hell out of here. Safety. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Okay, now we're gonna be in a hotel. This part, it's my favorite thing. Hotels. Killing everybody in hotels.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. You make that up yourselves, or you get some wine out downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers.
Now we're gonna face the Finito.
My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Payne in the button. Ha ha! Payne to the max. Junk squad Payne. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Deeper than lying down. Bring it in. Ow!
Glitch.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Vigilio! You all right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses! We're coming in!
I'd met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gognitti. Gognitti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead, goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
So now we're gonna head to the apartment 313 in the other side of the hotel. So there's an apartment 313 somewhere in this hotel. Are you gonna keep moving? Let's see. Watch this part.
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
What he meant to say that every time you go to the elevator or trying to get out too easy, you know what? It never worked.
Take whatever steps necessary. Here stated as valid.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Okay, we're gonna get out here in this window, but hold on, let me check something really quick upstairs. Okay, nothing. Alright. I'm sorry, just sometimes I have to remember what part am I and sometimes I can't.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in spades. What?
Alright, now we're gonna do without warning. There it is. That's the apartment that we're heading. No, wait, never mind, that's not the apartment.
Yo!
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord?
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
Let's just watch this moment. Let's see this guy is gonna do. I mean, every time you watch someone, you know,
My lady.
you know, television,
My
and
lady,
having
there is a matter of great
conversation,
importance
it's
I must bring
hilarious.
to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met, upon that distant forest path, there has been sunlight and the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Long lost. Let's see what this guy's gonna say. Is he gonna cry? I bet he's gonna cry.
Oh, Lady Amelia. So tragic. Will they ever get together?
Yep. Not anymore. Mad Max style, bitches.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
Okay, this part, let's learn this part. Okay, just remember, every time you're involved with a junkie, don't let them get involved about these criminals. You know, keep shooting at you, and every time you shoot some junkie, they'll do the same thing. And I know it sounds scary. Every time you hear them talking, you know.
You're gonna die.
Look, see? He said you're gonna die.
Oh, man. Messy inside. Inside. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm not gonna kill that guy.
There he is!
Oh, there he is!
I
see? Yeah, that's me. Shaking. The bed shaking. Okay, looks like I can't remember some parts here. Hey, I can break that, right? Let's see if I can. Nope, I can't do that. I don't remember much about it, but you know what? I remember replacing things first. Okay, let's...
Piece of crap!
Oh, careful! It might kick back!
Whack him!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
He seems creepy when he does that.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Oh, Max. I know how you feel, but get over it, man.
Get away. Get away. Get away. I think I died. I think I'm dead.
I found Muerte's room.
There it is, 313. Hold on, let me check really quick. This way. Can I open the door? No. Let me just go this way. Whoa. Okay, rule number 2. Never fall down or you die. Better not to waste your bullet.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Take it easy!
Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
You know, when he says that there's no point return, I just saw that on YouTube too, and he keeps repeating himself like, there's no point, there's no return, there's no point, no return. Oh, I miss you, Max. Hey, I love this gun. Check this out. Oops. Alright, here we go.
What the? Told you.
God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen.
I thought it was a bomb.
You thought it was a bomb? Do you mean?
Hey.
Thank you. Another junk. Be careful.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
Okay.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Okay, really, when she says come, sorry I had to say that on this live stream, but when she said that, I know what she means. Remember, when some women says come, you know some women are not like that. Sorry I had to say that, YouTube. I just you know, trying to find out that it's true, you know. Okay, when you see there, check this out. The camera. Looks like Candy Dawn is doing a pornography. Wow, look at you. Why you do that? I'm not a pervert, okay? I'm just trying to check it out what the hell it is.
Hey! It's him. Go get him. No, wait. You go get him. You go and get him.
Heads up! Flame on. You see, this is why I love this game, and this is why I'm so good at it. I've been playing this game since I was a kid, playing the PS2 version.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
I wonder if they're gonna remaster this game. That'd be great. They did a great job with, you know, making Max Payne 3.
It was freaking crazy. The cops were doing a full-scale siege next door. More traffic than rush hour. I mean, bleeding bastards running back and forth, Ronnie and Jimbo to throat, and in the middle of all this, there we were. I didn't whack the sucker!
Ah, crap. I forgot to finish their conversation. Sorry, looks like you guys having a drinking game or something?
Take whatever steps necessary.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Okay, so let's go this way.
Gun him down!
Nope. Hold on. There we go. Dang what? Dang this.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper.
Oh, you're gonna love this part, a newspaper. It's called the Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Okay, let's watch it.
A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Seriously, what kind of sick bastard would put a newspaper and torture that criminal, or whatever he is? And I know who it is, I just don't want to spoil it for you.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night.
Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins?
Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
What?
Well, whoever you are watching my live stream,
Chill
please,
with the guns.
live chat.
Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business.
Green for green.
Cheers at green-eyed angels. Amen.
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr. There was a key on the table. It was dirty money.
That was funny, like, it was dirty money. No shit. Meet Rico, Muerte, and Candy Dawn.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with a kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cadence.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Okay, you know this part is about, right?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
now the blood veins of New York. Looks like we have to get out of this hotel.
Nice up!
The antique switchboard was still in use.
Ah, come on, let me get that. So tired.
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, good evening. This is Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed him.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Hold on. Let me just do something. Give me a minute. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry. Just looking for something. Oh, just this hilarious part, everybody.
You think you could take my money? You know who you're dealing with? Huh? Do you? Do you?
Yo!
Well, that was a really funny part. Okay, get ready, everybody. It's time to turn on the music because more thugs coming up. Let's go.
There he is!
Alright, now it's time to get out of here.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged. bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Alright, we're back. Let's begin. Okay, we're gonna go to the Pawnbreaker.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
Quit worrying, eh? Think of it as Christmas. The Russians are with Santa.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Max Payne jump style. See how quick I am?
It's coming. It's coming. Get away. He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming! Who's coming? Yo, it's scary when every time they talk, I get really nervous.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
What the? Hey!
One jump.
Hey!
Now we're gonna meet our old friend Alfred Wooden. I love this guy. Voice is very.
A beaten up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
So it looks like Jim Bravura thinks that Max
Sure.
Payne and starting to blame Max Payne. So everybody will accuse him that he's a murderer. All right. There we go.
Someone had left a letter on the counter. There was a key on the shelf.
Letter. Oh, there it is.
Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gognitti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Well, they called them the Russians. Not like Russian from Moscow. But, well, you know who they are. You know, some mafias can be Italian, Russian, even Irish. Not all Russian, not all mafia can be the same. You know what I mean? Think about, you know, the Punisher. You know, come and think of it, Max Payne, this game reminds me about the Punisher a little bit. Because, well, he lost his family and the Punisher lost his And Rockstar Games made this game like more parody of the Punisher game. I mean, the Punisher comic book. Obviously, oh crap! All right, there you go. Okay, we're going the alternate route, right?
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
There we go. These junkies are just gonna stay still. Don't worry. I know they're scary, but... Okay, then I can't go up there. Looks like I have to go that way. There you go.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Okay, I know them, eh? Oh, yeah.
You're gonna die.
You know, it's funny when the way they talk, it sounds very hilarious. There you go.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a... Oh!
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry I did that. It just, I know Max Payne doesn't like having to, so, I think it's for the best to shoot the music.
Hold on. We'll be out soon. Jim Rivera. Take whatever steps necessary. You're stating that now. Killer storm. Jim Rivera. Take whatever steps necessary. You're stating that Valkyrie.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the listed casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Rivera has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Okay, looks like we have to go check here. There we go. Oh, and by the way, before we get there, I want you to know this is the most scariest part you're gonna know, and you're gonna have nightmares with it. So I'm gonna show it to you, and let's do this.
This week on Address Unknown. I don't want to go there. It's the last place I'd want to end up. But that's where I always end up anyway. Only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail. Except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. He can speak here. It says, "Mirrors are more fun than television." That's, mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how.
Okay, that evil laugh freaks me out.
Not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this, like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the flamingo speaks again. I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
Yeah, remember, every time you watch this, you're gonna have nightmares for a while. When I was a kid, the screaming part was like giving me too much. Well, how do you call it? Well, every time you watch something that you do not expect to watch, and your body shakes, and sometimes you have to go to the bathroom, change your underwear. Oh man, and every time you have to go to sleep, you have to hide under your blanket. Yeah, that's the part when I was a kid. When I played the first time this game, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. This psychological thriller is too much for me, but I like it. Alright, enough for that, let's begin. Okay, there we go. I almost got a fall.
What the? Hey!
Alright, we're gonna go this way. Try not to fall, try not to fall. There we go.
Red, blue, or green?
It's always red or blue in the movies.
Look at this
So,
part.
green?
No, not the green.
Not the green. It should be red. Red wire. Have you seen any movie? Every time there's a green wire or red wire, which one you have to cut? Something might happen. Explode or it won't explode? That's a trick question. 2 guys? Is there any more? Whoa! I did not see that coming. Sorry guys, I did not see that coming at all.
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
Freaking war. Guess what? This guy is Vinny Godnitty. Let's meet this, my favorite, first villain of all time. Let's do this.
Vinny Godnitty. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking Fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Godnitty bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat.
Now he's running away.
A crumpled letter lay on Godnitty's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Godnitty had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
Okay, so in this part, we're going to change Vinny Godnitty, and there's going to be more chapters to chase. Wish me luck about that. Let's do this.
Vinny Godnitty was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in the stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Godnitty would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Yeah, Vinny Godnitty was scared of Max because Max Payne wants to know about his boss, Jack Lupino. And Jack Lupino, he's the main villain of this group. But what if
Godnitty hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Okay, now I got 2 people watching my live stream. Wherever you are, welcome to my live stream. Like channel. Whoa! There we go. I almost gotta fall down.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Godnitty made his move.
I feel bad about Vinny Godnitty, the way he's bleeding. You know, it's scary when he was running around. And, you know, gasping. No. Oof. I almost fall. Jesus, I almost got a fall. Did you see that? I almost got a fall. Man, I do not expect that to happen. I'm so glad. Okay. This is going to be the difficult jump here, so let's see which one. Okay, let's do this. Nevin Gaming. Well, please tell me which of the software you're using, your live stream software name, please. Okay, using my internet, it's low, so I'm putting on 72.0 low, so the internet can stay connected. Okay, my computer is a Samsung. It's my small computer actually. So my software could be right. Jump this. Whoa! Oof.
Nice up.
Woo! That was cool. That was awesome. Devin Gaming. What's your real name, by the way?
NYPD, you on the roof. Drop your weapon and lie down. I repeat, drop your weapon and lie face down.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
God, why don't we... Hold on a second. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go check it out because I was too distracted. Give me a minute, Nevin Gaming. Pablo, what's the name of the software? This guy's commenting me. He says, "What's the name of the? What's the name of our software? Our software." Bro, please tell me with each software using your live streaming, a software name, please.
PS4.
PS4. Oh, okay.
What? Dude.
PS4.
I went on the PlayStation Store and downloaded it.
It's a PS4 game. Just, download it. Naming Gaming, I'm not sure you can hear me, but it's a PS4 game. Well, actually, it's a PS2, but the PS4, you can buy it. So you go to PlayStation Network, just buy the game, and nothing. Just download it. And I don't know, you can see me on my live stream, but I hope you can enjoy yourself. Yeah. No, you can't talk to him. Okay, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello, testy, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. Wait, hold on.
We're gonna be rich!
Freaking rich!
Even richer than that, wise guy.
Freaking rich!
You're not rich. Okay. Alright. It's time to face Vinny Got Nitty. So, let's just hope we don't lose. Where'd he go? Oh.
The NYPD is
looks like he was walking through that wall. He was feeling weak. And then he run away through that door. Or, wait, there's no window, right?
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way right now.
He's coming! I can hear him! Ready? Keep your guns pointed at the door. Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder in his eye. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave. Ice up!
Okay, it's time to face Vinny Gunny with my dual Ingrams. Wish me luck.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
That was quick.
Gognitti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that.
Uh-huh.
Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me in a home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be read at your funeral.
Okay, this is it. We're going to the nightclub, Chapter 8, A Den Drugs. We're going to face Jack Lupino.
Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son, just like Jack Lupino.
Oh, I love this. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, everybody. There you go. Okay.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled, The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about. Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and Deum Rerum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
You know, when I saw this part loading, I thought it was like a vampire fire. Next thing could be...
While with Dino and all, I wouldn't say anything to his face. He might not... Who knows what he'd do?
But somebody's gotta go in there. It's too freaky. All the screaming. I mean, it's been 3 days now.
Don't look at me. Hell no, I ain't got no death wish.
I'm just saying it gives me the creeps, especially now. It's gone all quiet in there.
There he is!
Okay, whoever is watching my live stream, welcome. Live chat. Ah, I was gonna shoot him with a shotgun.
Nice shot!
Oh, okay. I was gonna push him down. There you go. Oh, okay. I did not see that coming. Sorry about that.
Hold it!
Okay, that noise is freaking me out as a kid. Okay. I don't know why they made this game like difficult to jump. Hey, why not? Down. There you go. Alright, we made it. Okay. Empire of Evil. Seriously though, I love the way they do those titles.
There he is!
And I wasted all the painkillers. Oh wait, there's one. There you go. Get ready to party. I hate this. Yeah. I never knew he was gonna stop, but oh well. Okay. Let's open this.
Hold it!
Oh boy. Oh boy, it looks like I have to cross here. Oh boy. Alright. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can cross right here. Aha! Alright. Look at me. Crossing the line. Like a circus. Alright.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna end this broadcast for now because right now I'm feeling a little bit tired, and also I'm not ready to face Jack Lupino because now my heartbeat goes like boom, 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 boom. Like, you know, it's beating too fast. It's not like I'm afraid of this game. It just, you know, I just need to take a break for a minute, and then maybe I'll come back later. Anyway, thank you for watching my broadcast gameplay. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, LukeSmartins117. This is Rockstar game Max Payne. Thank you, and God bless you, and good night.